The sun and the moon's sibling rivalry. Long ago, in the time when the world was young and the stars were just beginning to twinkle, the sun and the moon were brother and sister. But as you can imagine, they weren't the best of friends. You see, the sun was proud. Oh yes, he was a real show-off. He loved to shine bright all day long, heating up the earth and making everything glow. The sun thought, look at me. Without me, the whole world would be dark and cold. No one could live without me. And he beamed, glowing as brightly as possible, casting his rays across the land. But the moon, well, the moon wasn't quite as loud and brash. She was calm, cool, and quiet. When night came, the moon would rise and gently light up the world with her soft, silvery glow. She wasn't as flashy as her brother, but she had a special way of making everything feel peaceful, like a warm blanket for the sky. Now the sun, being the competitive fellow that he was, couldn't stand the idea of anyone getting attention while he wasn't around. So one day he turned to the moon and said, "You know, sister, I think it's time we settled this once and for all. Let's see who can light up the sky better. I'll shine all day long, and you can try to shine all night long. We'll see who the people prefer." The moon, with her usual calmness, replied, "All right, but remember, light isn't just about brightness. Sometimes it's about when and how you shine the sun." Never one to back down from a challenge, agreed. "We'll see about that." And so the challenge began. The sun went first, blazing across the sky in all his glory. He burned bright and hot, making everything sparkle under his heat. People squinted at his light, animals sought shade, and plants grew under his powerful rays. But as the day wore on, things began to get a little too hot. People started to sweat, the air felt heavy, and even the birds in the sky were looking for relief from the sun's intense heat. Then when it was time for the sun to set, the moon rose into the sky. She didn't rush. She simply appeared, gently casting her soft light over the world. It was cooler now. The night air felt refreshing, and people began to rest under her calm glow. The animals that had hidden during the day came out to play, and the stars twinkled in the sky like little dots of magic. The moon's light wasn't as bright as her brother's, but it was just the right amount. It was soothing, peaceful, and made everything feel serene. People felt comfortable under her glow, and the world seemed to breathe easier. The sun, watching from the horizon, was a little surprised. I didn't expect that. I thought I was the most important light in the sky, but it looks like people need both of us. They need my energy during the day, but they also need your calm at night." The moon smiled softly and said, "Exactly, dear brother. You're the light that helps the world grow, but I'm the light that helps the world rest. Both of us are important in our own way." The sun thought about this for a moment. "I guess I've been a little too proud," he said, "but I see now that there's room for both of us. You shine when I need to rest, and I shine when you need to sleep. We each have our time to shine, and together we make the world just right." And from that day on, the sun and moon worked together, taking turns in the sky, one lighting up the world during the day, and the other bringing peace at night. They may have had their rivalry, but in the end, they learned that the world needed both of them to be complete. Moral of the story: it's not about being the brightest or the loudest. Sometimes it's about knowing when to step back and let others shine in their own way. There's room for everyone, and together we make the world a better place.